Good day, everyone. For today's discussion we will discuss the proactive and reactive approaches to security in cyberspace. Introduction to cybersecurity. The definition of cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is a comprehensive field that covers the technologies and processes used to defend networks and data. Gidesign siya para ma-protect ang ato mga digital information from unauthorized access, malicious attacks, or accidental damage. So this domain is multidisciplinary tungod kay it require knowledge of information technology, risk management, and even law enforcement. And in our modern era of digital transformation, the importance of cybersecurity cannot be overstated. It is paramount for safeguarding sensitive information where organizations rely on. Furthermore, an effective cybersecurity kay makatabang siya in order to maintain the integrity of systems and ensures that operations continue without any interruptions. So by protecting these assets, organizations foster trust among their users and stakeholders. And also, we have here the two main approaches of security, which are the proactive and reactive approaches. So, proactive security, kay naga-focus siya on anticipating threats before they materialize to stop them early. On the other hand, ang reactive security, it deals with responding to incidents after they have already occurred. Next is understanding proactive security. Proactive security is again, it is defined by the anticipatory measures an organization takes to identify potential threats before it can cause any harm. The primary goal is to mitigate these threats before they can exploit any existing vulnerabilities. This approach emphasizes the importance of prevention over merely reacting to problems. By doing so, organizations aim to create a robust security measures that is difficult to breach or attack. And then core principle of these methods include continuous monitoring of networks to detect anomalies immediately. And also another key principles and strategies, it also involves the active gathering of threat intelligence to understand the enemy. Regular security assessments are conducted to find weak points before attackers do. So these strategies often involve implementing advanced technologies to automate defense. Additionally, conducting employee training helps staff recognize and avoid security risks. Ultimately, this stance significantly reduces the likelihood of successful attacks and enhances organizational resilience. Understanding reactive security. So, reactive security consists of the process involved in responding to security incidents after mahitabo. So, ini na approach is centered on damage control to limit the fallout of breach. Also, it focuses heavily on recovery efforts para ma-restore ang mga systems to their normal operational state. Key aspect is learning from these incidents to improve future defenses. And then the key principles and strategies include incident detection para mahibaw-on kung kinuno ang attack na hitabo. So once detected, the focus shifts to containment and eradication of the threat. Strategies often rely on forensic analysis to understand kung giunsa paghitabo an attack. So post-incident reviews are conducted to implement lessons learned for better security. However, relying solely on this method kay may mga significant nga limitations. It often leads to higher cost, prolonged downtime, and reputational damage. Next is we have the threat landscape overview. So organizations today must navigate a trend landscape filled with a myriad of dangers. So the common mga type of threats kay it include malware, ransomware, phishing attacks, and risks from insiders or what we so-called insider threats. So each of these type of threats kay nagapossess sila og mga unique challenges that required specific na mga defenses. Tailored defenses kay necessary siya to effectively mitigate the impact of these varied attacks. And then there is a recent trends in cyber attacks that shows a rise in sophisticated attacks, such as those targeting supply chain. Zero-day exploits are also becoming more prevalent in the current landscape. And then cyber criminals are increasingly using advanced technologies like AI or artificial intelligence to improve their tactics. And then the impact of these threats or on organizations can be severe or far-reaching. And then the consequences often include significant financial losses and damage to the organization's reputation. Therefore, understanding the potential impact ka-essential siya para ma-prioritize ang mga security efforts. The proactive security measures. So to implement proactive defense, organizations must first conduct regular risk assessment. So, nag-aalaw ini ang regular risk assessment nga ma-identify nila ang mga specific vulnerabilities and ma-prioritize sila kung hain dapat sila mas mag-focus. So, the assessment process involves evaluating potential threats or attack and the likelihood of them occurring. It also determines the potential impact these threats would have on the organization. Another key measure is the vulnerability scanning, which find weaknesses in systems and applications. So by proactively addressing this weakness, the organization reduces its attack surface. And also, makatabang siya nga ma-enhance ang overall security posture by removing entry points for attacker. And then another is the employee training, which is also very important because human error is a significant factor in breaches or attack. Comprehensive trainings ensure employees are aware of these best practices and can recognize threats. So this can help to foster a culture of security awareness throughout the entire organization. Next is the incident response planning. Incident response planning naga-involve siya preparing for the inevitable reality of security breaches. An effective plan is very crucial para ma-minimize ang damage caused by a security incident. It enables organizations to respond swiftly and efficiently to threats. A fast response reduces recovery time and costs associated with the breach. And also, it can help in preserving the trust of stakeholders during a crisis. So the key components of plan, it includes preparation, detection, and analysis of the event. And then ang plano, must also cover containment, eradication, recovery, and post-incident review. So each of these phases is very essential, Sia, to ensure a comprehensive response. And there are also different case studies of effective incident response plan that can help us to analyze the real world case studies, which help to provide valuable insight into best practices. So these examples highlight why preparedness and adaptability are vital in the face of cyber threats. The security technologies for proactive defense. So, various tools are available to support prevention and protection in a proactive strategies. So, first is we have the firewalls. So, these serve as the first line of defense by controlling network traffic. So, sila ang nagamonitor both ang mga incoming and outgoing data para ma-block ang any unauthorized access. Intrusion detection systems complement firewalls by detecting or alerting teams to suspicious na mga activities. Next is we have the antivirus and anti-malware. So these solutions are very essential for detecting malicious software. These tools can remove harmful programs before they execute their payload. And regular updates and scans are crucial to maintain their effectiveness against new threats. Lastly is the encryption technologies which are used para ma-protect ang mga sensitive data by making it unreadable. This ensures that even if the data is intercepted, it remains secure and useless siya sa mga attacker. Implementing encryption for data at rest and in transit is very vital or important para maprotektahan ang ato mga data. The security technologies for reactive defense. So, reactive defense relies on specific tools designed for incident management. First is the forensic analysis tool. So, any na type of tool is very critical siya for investigating security incidents after mahitabo. So, this tool help organizations understand the exact nature of the attack. So, they are also used to identify vulnerabilities and gather evidence for legal proceedings. And the next is the incident management software. So siya ang naga-streamline sa entire response process. So this software provides a centralized platform for tracking incidents and managing resources. It is also used for documenting all actions taken during an incident. And then lastly is the threat intelligence platform. So ang threat intelligence platform kay siya ang nag-aggregate sa mga data from various sources to provide insights. So these platforms kay nag-analyze siya og mga data para ma-reveal ang mga emerging na mga threats in the landscape. So, this information is invaluable or importante siya sa mga organizations to effectively adapt their reactive strategies. Integrating proactive and reactive approaches. So, creating a comprehensive security strategies kay nag-require siya na need na to i-integrate ang both proactive and reactive na approach. So, this integration creates a much more resilient security posture for the organization. So, it allows organizations to anticipate threats while simultaneously being prepared to respond. This dual approach leads nga makareduce siya og risk and improve recovery times. So a balance nga strategy kay naga-incorporate siya of proactive measures like risk assessments and employee training. Also, it includes reactive measures such as incident response planning and forensic analysis. So, ini na mga holistic approach kay significantly makatabang siya nga ma-enhance ang overall nga security measures or effectiveness. So the real world examples of organizations nga naga-integrate og mga this type of strategies provide valuable nga mga lessons. So these success stories gidemonstrate nila how a comprehensive approach improve security outcomes. Ultimately, it leads to greater resilience against evolving cyber threats. Next is the regulatory and compliance considerations. Organizations must navigate a complex landscape of cybersecurity regulations and laws. So, key regulations include GDPR, HIPAA, and PCI DDS, which dictate security standards. So, understanding these regulations is very important para ma-ensure nga there is a compliance and para ma-avoid ang mga legal nga trouble. Regulatory requirements often dictate the need for both proactive and reactive na mga measures. Organizations are required to implement security control to proactively prevent breaches. Simultaneously, they must have incident response plan in place to address violations. Adopting best practices for compliance kay naga-involve siya nga mag-conduct og mga regular nga audit, employee training, and maintaining proper documentations are also essential for compliance. So organizations should always stay informed about any regulatory changes para maka-avoid sila og penalties. So ang mga strategies must be adapted continuously to ensure ongoing compliance with the law. Case study of proactive security success. So, ini na slide kay examine niya ang organizations that implemented a comprehensive proactive security strategy. So the overview of successful proactive strategy. So simultaneously, they must have incident response plan to address violations. So we have here the case study of proactive security successes. So this slide will examine the organization nga nag-implement a comprehensive proactive security strategy. So the overview of a successful proactive strategy. So this strategy included risk assessment to identify potential weaknesses. And also, they focused heavily on employee training to reduce human error. So, advanced threat detection technologies kay gina-deploy siya to spot attack early. So, the key takeaways include the critical importance of continuous monitoring. So the study highlights the value of employee engagement in security practices and also demonstrate niya the effectiveness of leveraging threat intelligence. Lessons learned emphasize the need for adaptability in security approaches. So, Ongoing training kay gi-identify siya as a necessary component for success. And then finally, integrating security into the organizational culture enhances resilience. So another is the case study for reactive security response. So this case study focuses on significant security incident faced by an organization. So it details the nature of the attack and ang mga response actions na gipanghimo. So the aftermath or ang results sa incident is also analyzed to understand the full impact. Analyzing the effectiveness involves evaluating the speed of detection. It also looks at the adequacy of the containment measures used. Ang overall nga recovery process kay scrutinize to see how well the organizations bounce back. So lessons learned from these incidents are used to inform future na mga strategies. So key takeaways highlight the importance of a well-defined incident response plan. There is a clear need for timely communication during a crisis. So post-incident na reviews are shown to be valuable for continuous improvement. The emerging threats in cyberspace. So organizations must stay ahead of the curve regarding emerging threats in cyberspace. So ang mga threats karon kay gi-include na siya og mga AI-driven na mga attacks and vulnerabilities in the Internet of Things. Advanced persistent threats or APTs are also a growing concern for security teams. So ini na mga type of threats sa organizations required to adapt their security strategies to address new challenges. So the rise of these new type of threats necessitates a re-evaluation of existing na mga strategies. So organizations must invest sa mga advanced sa mga technologies para makakombat sa mga ing-ani na mga type of dangers. And adopting a proactive na mindset is very essential to effectively combat evolving na mga threats. Looking ahead, organizations must remain vigilant and adaptable. Continuous monitoring and threat intelligence will be essential for survival. Collaboration will also be a key to stay ahead in the cybersecurity landscape. Next is we have the role of artificial intelligence in security. So artificial intelligence, or what we so-called AI, plays a dual role in harnessing technology for defense. So ang AI kay makatabang siya to enhance proactive security measures by automating threat detection. So makatabang siya nga ma-analyze ang mga vast or daghan na mga amounts of data para ma-identify ang mga anomalies and ma-predict ang vulnerabilities. So this allow organizations to fix issues before they are exploited. In reactive security, so ang AI can nag-assist siya sa mga incident response by providing real-time analysis. So it helps automate response actions and ma-improve ang forensic investigations through data analysis. However, ang AI sub kay may iyaha gi-introduce na significant challenges and opportunities. One challenge is the potential for adversarial attacks on AI systems themselves. There are also ethical considerations nga ato ay consider regarding automated decision-making in security. So despite challenges, AI presents significant opportunities para mas ma-enhance ang security. Next is the cybersecurity frameworks and standard. So, cybersecurity frameworks and standards guide security practices within organizations. So, popular na mga frameworks include the NEST Cybersecurity Frameworks and IAC 27001. So this provides structured approaches para ma-manage ang cybersecurity risks effectively. And then nag-offer sab sila ng mga guidelines for implementing effective security practices across the board. So these frameworks support proactive strategies by providing guidelines for risk assessment. So, nag-outline sab sila ng mga incident response protocol, nag-support ng mga reactive measures. So, it can help nga ma-promote ang holistic approach to cybersecurity management. So, implementing these frameworks require careful planning and stakeholder engagement. Ongoing evaluation kay necessary sab siya to ensure that the framework remain effective. And then organizations must tailor framework to their specific needs. They must also continuously adapt to evolving threats while using this standard. Next is building a security control. So, fostering organizational resilience requires building a strong security culture. So, ang strong nga culture is very essential siya para ma-foster ang resilience against cyber threats. So, when security is prioritized at all levels, employees are more likely to engage in safe practices. They are also more likely to report suspicious activities promptly. And then also, organizations can foster their mindset through regular training and awareness campaign. Leadership support kay important sab siya for driving this culture forward. Encouraging open communication about security concerns can help to enhance the overall culture. Engaging employees in initiatives like gamified training can enhance commitment. Recognition programs can also motivate employees to follow security practices. Empowering employees to take ownership of security can contribute to a resilient organization. Collaboration and information sharing. Collaboration can strengthen security through partnership and collective defense. Ang collaboration among organization can enhance collective security by sharing threat intelligence. Sharing best practices and resources can lead to a more effective defenses against cyber threat. This cooperative approach kay often stronger siya than working in isolation. And then there are various platform nga naga-exist para ma-facilitate ang mga information sharing. So it can include industry-specific groups, government initiatives, and any cybersecurity forum. So this platform can enable siya sa mga organizations to stay informed about emerging na mga threats. So they also help organizations learn about new vulnerabilities quickly. So examining case studies of successful collaboration can provide valuable nga mga insight. So this example highlight the benefit of information sharing. They demonstrate the power of collective defense strategies in the real world. Next is the challenges in cybersecurity. Navigating the complex landscape of cybersecurity can involve overcoming numerous na challenges. So organizations encounter common na mga challenges, for example, mga resource constraint. So evolving threats and the complexity of compliance requirements are also significant na issues. So that is why addressing these challenges ka-essential siya for effective security management. And then finding the right balance between the proactive and reactive na measures can sometimes be difficult. So organizations must allocate mga resources effectively para ma-ensure that those mga approaches are prepared. So this required preparation for both prevention and response activities. So as technology continues to evolve, organizations can face sila ng mga new challenges. So for example, with the rise of the quantum computing, it will present new security risks. So the increasing sophistication of cyber attacks will also require attention. So staying ahead of these type of challenges will require adaptability and innovation. The future trends in cybersecurity. Preparing for tomorrow's threat involves understanding what are the future trends in cybersecurity. So ang mga experts kaya nag-predict sila that the next decade will see increased automation in cybersecurity. So yaoy kuno rise in AI-driven defenses to combat new threats. And then a greater emphasis will be placed on privacy and data protection. So ini na mga shift will occur a regulation to continually to evolve globally. Emerging technologies like blockchain and quantum computing will significantly impact security approaches. Organizations must adapt their strategies to leverage these technologies. And also, they must work to mitigate or to prevent the associated risk of this new tool. So to prepare for the future, organizations should invest in research and development, fostering a culture of innovation and prioritizing continuous learning is essential. These help organizations stay ahead of emerging threats and technologies. So for the conclusion or the takeaway, so the conclusion summarizes the insights regarding proactive and reactive na approaches. So a balanced approach integrate both strategies, which is a very essential or effective or important for effective na cybersecurity. So ang organizations must prioritize prevention to stop attacks before they happen. However, they must also be prepared para makarespond sila sa mga incidents when it occur. So a comprehensive security strategies enhances organizational resilience. So this strategy encompasses both proactive and reactive measures for maximum effect. It significantly reduces the likelihood of successful na attack. So as the cybersecurity landscape continues to evolve, organizations must remain vigilant. Adaptability is key to surviving in this changing na environment. So that is why organizations must be committed to continuous improve their security practices. So that ends our discussion.